Hello guys, welcome back to Laravel Pos Management System part 3. So our last part I have shown you guys how to create the database, the migration, the model along with the controller, right? So in this part 3, I will show you guys how to create the sidebar of the project and the navigation bar of the project and the layouts of the project. Okay, but I ask you for a favor. If you don't subscribe to my channel yet, please do hit this subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the bell icon for more updates. Okay, so now let's dive into the project. So here is our project here. I'll open my project inside the VS Code. So that's good. To open the project inside the VS Code. So now our project is already open inside the VS Code here. I will close all these things and wait, let me show you the style that I was gonna design for you guys. So here is the existing project. So I will design this sidebar for you guys. Then I design this navigation bar for you guys, and I design this layout, how it's looking right now for you guys. Okay, so let's dive into the code again. So what we need now to do is to dive into the resources folder, and inside the resources folder here we have the views folder here. So open inside the views folder and we have this layouts folder here, and inside this layout folder we have the app.blade.php file here. So open this app.blade.php. So we have opened this thing already. So this app.blade.php will be our main template for all the project. Okay. So now what we need here, we need to include two links here, which are Bootstrap and the font away some CDNs. So let's go back to the browser. Let's get those CDNs. So here is the Bootstrap that I will include. So the version is 4.5. So I copy this CDN and I go back to my project, and under this I paste this CDN here. Okay, inside the head. Okay, so now we left the script tag as well. So here is the script tag. So let's copy all this script tag from here, and you will go back to the project, and underneath the main here I will paste this script tag here. Okay, so now we left with one CDN, which is the font away some CDN. So you come back to this site here, fontawaysome.com, and you scroll down and you will see the link of the CDN for the font away some, and you copy all this link. Okay, I copy it and I go back to my project, and above here in the head here, so I will paste this font away some also here. So now inside our project now we have the Bootstrap and the font away some. So now we are good to go. So now what we need to do is, let's run this project and see how it's going to look like. Okay, so I will run the project and see how it's going to look like. So I say php serve, and if we serve our project and we run the project here, we say php serve, and here is our project, right? So now let's log in and see. So before login, I need to register as name admin at admin.com. So the password will be admin and the compound password will be admin. So let's register. Okay, our password. Okay, so don't worry. So I will say 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Hit okay. Okay, now we are inside our dashboard now. So what I will gonna do here is I will create the sidebar here, and I will create the navigation. So now what I will do is inside this this login plate here, because I want to create something here inside this view here. I will, or inside this layout here, I will create another file folder here, call it includes, right? This includes, and inside this includes here, I will have four files here. The other file will be the navigation there. So navbar, I can say navbar navbar.list.php, and the other file will be sidebar.blade.php, and the other file, okay, we just need another file also, which will be the footer. So here we need the footer.blade.php. So now inside this includes here, we have the footer file, we have the navigation file, and we have the sidebar file. So what we need to do here, inside this sidebar file, I will make a model inside this sidebar file. Okay, so that model, it will be our sidebar script, so we can able to access this sidebar inside our main template, inside this app template, and I will include this sidebar inside our app template here. Okay, so I will include this sidebar underneath this main.blade. So underneath this main.blade here, I will type something like sidebar. Okay, sidebar section, and then underneath this here, so here now we need a model in this sidebar section here. So I will go back to this bootstrap. Underneath the components here, I will search models. So here is the model that I will just copy one model here. I'll just copy this model. Okay, so we can just copy any of the models like this one. So I will copy this model, go back to my my code here, and I will paste the model here. Just this, paste the model here. So now this our model, right? So we have our model here right now. So let's see inside the browser how it's gonna look like. So if I refresh this page, I hit this, you see where our models is going to look like. So now we have our model here right now. So let's go back here, and I don't need, I will just leave this one here for now. Okay, so what I will need is, I don't need this footer. Okay, I don't need this footer section. Add this. So in this model, I will add another class called left. Okay, so this is going to be the left model, which will be the sidebar of the model. So I call the class left. Okay, so now what I will do is, I will, underneath this model here, I will create a style script here. I just say style, and I will say dot model class, right, dot left, and I pass this and say model class dot dialog. Okay, so we're gonna pass this dialog here, do like this, and what I need to do is, I say position related, or then no, I use the position absolute. So after the position absolute, top will be 0, and the left also will be 0, and the margin also will be 0. The margin will be 0 with all. Okay, so let's check and see what will happen. Let's go back to our browser, open, see, now we have it here, right? So now we have our model is set here. So the left is 0, and the margin also is 0. So now we have our model at the left side here. Okay, so let's go back to the code here. So now what we need to do is make model smaller. Okay, so we can say model dot left So you say model dialog dot model plus now. Okay, and then in there we can say max width will be what? Max width is gonna be 300 pixels. So let's save this and open our browser. Let's try to preview the site and see. Our model is here now. It's still good, right? So go back. Here is the max width of the model. So another one now we need to do is the content of the model. So here we're gonna say model dot left, and we pass the model content. It's not dialog again. We pass the content of the model, and the content of the model we're gonna say the main height. So the main height gonna be what? The main height gonna be 100 ph. Okay, and then the border of the model. Okay, the border will be 0. So pass the 0 here. Here is the main content of the model, which is this content, this main content here. We have the main content here. Okay, so now let's go back to the browser and refresh the page and open our model. Still in the same, because we don't have nothing inside the model here, so it will be in the same section here right now. So now go back to the code, and we don't need this thing here. So inside here I will include my sidebar here, right? My sidebar, just like what we have here, like what we have inside here. You see we have all these things here. So I will include my sidebar like this. So go back to the code here. I say include. So where is our sidebar? Our sidebar inside the layouts includes folder, and our sidebar is here. So now what we need to do is say layouts dot includes dot sidebar. So and now here we have our sidebar. I think I spelled it correctly. Here is layouts. Okay, includes. Okay, sorry, because of my include I spelled it wrongly. So let's make it correctly. Okay, includes. So this is our includes. Okay. See here. Let's make this correct. Sorry that it's not bad. So we have this layouts includes, okay, and sidebar. This is our sidebar, and our sidebar also is correct. Okay. Now we have include this inside our model, right? But let's save it and come here and refresh our browser and see we have 0 here. See, we have nothing. So here is the title of the model. I will remove this title and I say sidebar, and I will make it okay H4. So I will make design for the H4 here. I say H4 font family. I use this, okay, and say font width, font size was, I'm gonna say something like 20 pixel, and font width we pass this bold part here, and then say like that, and it's okay like this. So let's check it, save it, and go back to the browser and refresh this section and hit this, and we have this thing. It's looking good, right? And now one more thing that I need to do in here is the text transformation. I pass this thing like text transformation. You can say uppercase. So come here and refresh the page. Hit this thing. Have all in uppercase. Okay. Now we are done in this section here. Now what we need to do, let's go inside this sidebar. Open the sidebar here, and inside the sidebar I need to type something here, right? So the first of all, what I need is the nav with the class, okay, nav with the class of active, okay, and inside this nav with the class of active, now we need the UL with the class of list, okay. Sorry. So you can say on style and the class of lead as well. So style like this, and then I need another class inside here called lead, and inside this UL I will have li. So this li I will not have any class of it. So inside the li, so I'll have a link tag here. So here is our link tag that we created already. So now underneath this, I will need to create a style sheet here so that we can have some styling inside here. So firstly, let's go to the browser and refresh the page and open the model and see what will happen. See, we have nothing. And go back here. What I will do is I will say home, and I need to copy this time 2 times. So here will be others. Example, right? I'm just giving an example. So transaction, and this other one also we're gonna be what? Products. So let's save it. Let's go back to the browser. Let's refresh. Hit this. See, we have this thing. We have home, order, transaction, and this. Okay, and without a design section, right? So now what we need to do, let's make a design of this thing. Okay, now let's make a design. Let's go back to our code here, and underneath this here, what I will do is, but firstly, let's add here an ID. The ID is gonna be what? You can call the ID called sidebar. Sidebar gonna be the ID, and the style sheet here, you pass style, and you say sidebar ul.lead. Okay, so this our class. Our class is lead here. This our class, which is this lead. Okay, and we pass that one here. So we say ul.lead. Okay, and inside that I need to make something. We say the border bottom, the border bottom will be 1 pixel. It's solid. The color also will be what? Color will be 477 480. Yeah, that's gonna be the color, and then width gonna be the fit control. The width gonna be fit control. Okay. Now here is done. So let's come back here. Let's refresh and hit this. We get this, right? You see. But still now we need to make a more designing. So now what I will do is, still I will go with the sidebar ID. So you are I with a as this thing, and the padding. So the padding gonna be 10 pixel. Sorry, 10 pixel, and the font size will be what? The font size gonna be 1.1 m. Okay, so you can say 1.1 m. So that's our font size. So we will display this like display block. So and the width here gonna be what? The width gonna be 30 VH, and the width gonna be 30 VH. And what's next here? And the color now. The color gonna be what? The color gonna be 000. Say 8 dB. You see, that's gonna be 8B, 8B. So you can say 8B, 8B, and that's our color. We remove this other zero here. Yeah, this is our color. So let's save this section. Go back to the site here and refresh the page. Let's check here. You see, we have this, right? So you see, our sidebar is expanding with this looking good, right? So the next step is what? The next step is, let's make another style here, sidebar with the ULLI with the I. This I is gonna be our font some icons. Okay, so let's make those icons here. So inside here, I'm gonna pass the I class with the for home. So we have this for home, and let's come here and refresh the page and see whether we are having our icons on it. Okay, you see we have our icon now. Here's our file. So this I is the font also class icon. This our icons here. So now inside this icon we can do margin right. Okay, margin right with 10 pixels. So come back here and refresh. Check it out. See, looking good, right? Go back here, and the next one here we can pass here. We say sidebar ULLI. Okay, but active here. We pass this thing A and A expanded. So we pass the area expanded. Okay, equals to what? Equals to 2. So that we pass this thing, and here the color gonna be what? Gonna be okay. And then the background color will go. Background color will be this color. That's it. Okay. This color. That's the background color like this. And let's save this. Go back to the browser. Refresh the page. Open. Okay, we have this thing, right? So we still need to do something else. Okay, now you see we have this thing now. So what we need to do is the hover section. So now the hover section, when we hover this thing, I don't want this style, this list on the line here. So let's go back to the side. So here inside this hover section here, okay, then I'm gonna say something like this. I'm gonna say sidebar, okay, with UI. It's the same with this one. So this one, just copy this and bring it here, or we can bring it down here with this hover. So this hover, and but I don't need this block style or these things. So what we need here, we need to pass here. Okay, the color is gonna be white, and the background color gonna be this. So I'm gonna be the background color. Gonna be the background color. The background color gonna be this, and the color gonna be white. So gonna be white, and we don't need any text decoration. So say text decoration gonna be none, and it will be not important. Save this. It's it. And go back to the site. Let's refresh the page and hit this. See, you get this. You see how it looks like. Now when we hover it, it looks like this. this effect. Good, right? So we finish this one now. We have all the styling of the sidebar. Here is it. And one thing that I will do is inside this this list class here, I will make it active for now. Okay, it will be active. So come back here, press the page, and click this to get it. Right? There's the active section. Okay. So as we finish this section here, and here is the code, the style, here is the UI, and here is the style of the sidebar. So you can try to copy all this style here, and then the next step is the navigation bar, right? So the next step is the navigation section. Let's go back to the app here, and inside our nav bar here, I will don't worry. Come here inside this navigation bar here. I don't need this, right? I don't need this app name here. Here is the app name that we get. This app name, I don't need this, right? So go back here. I will comment this, and if I come back here, I refresh this page. We don't have this app name here anymore, right? So now I cut this, remove it here. What I will do here is I will include this my navbar here, okay? Like layout, but includes navbar. Okay. Now we include our navbar here, and our navbar is empty for now. Refresh this page. Our navbar is empty. So let's go to inside the navbar here. So inside this sidebar here, let's add our links here. So I can say if it's work, then it's gonna be the okay. So inside this, I add a class called what? btn outline. Okay, with the rounded class of the strap that's gonna be p. Okay, so inside this, I will have the icon here. Let's say class with plus list. So that's our icon. So if I save this, I come back to the browser, refresh this page, and we have this. See, we have this thing. It's looking good, right? We have our list here, and go back here again. I copy this, paste it. We have 3, 4. Okay. So here, underneath here, let's make a style for the outline color. Okay, the class of the outline. So the outline color is gonna be what? So I'm gonna say .btn plus outline. So the color, the border color is gonna be what? I'm gonna choose this color. Say 00. Say 8B the color. So and then what's next? The color gonna be what? The color also gonna be the same color. Okay, the color gonna be the same color like this. So hit yes, save this, go back to the browser, put this. Good. See, we have the same color with it, right? Okay, so let's go back here again. So here is the hover section. So just copy this and paste it down here. So all the same, and then gonna say what? Okay, here is the hover section, and the color gonna be the same, but the color of the text gonna be white. So all is the same. The border color is the same, and here I'm gonna change the border color to background color. So you can check background color. Background gonna be this. So save this, come here and refresh the page over, get this, right? So I need to remove this one, and I put the class on this. So come back here inside the app here. I don't want this anymore, so I copy this here, I cut all, I remove this thing, and I come to the navigation bar here. In the first link here, I pass this in. So hit save and come back here, press refresh, click this. You see have our sidebar, right? You see have our sidebar. So now what I need to do is I go back to the sidebar here. I need this. So in this order, I will pass their routes here. Okay, so you can say route, pass, you can say orders but index. Okay, so with this, so you say method save box. Okay, so and then you say do this, and what we need here we say plus LG is gonna be the large. Okay, and then here also pass it large. So let's refresh the page. With this to get this. Okay, we have the orders, have to go to get there. So now let's go to transaction. Here's the transaction processor. So we say route, and here gonna be transactions index, and the font the dot money plus money plus bill, and say that's okay. So we get this, that is money bill. Okay, and here you say that's okay. Okay, now we have this thing here. Okay, so let's come refresh this page. In this sidebar, we have the money section again. We have the home, we have this orders, and we have this one. So the next one gonna be the products. Okay, so do this, say route products.index. Okay, and the icon place it like this, plus plus you can say what I want to say, the icon of the product gonna be what? Icon of the product, let's just give it frog, for example. Okay, frog, that's it, frog plus LG. Let's check this thing. With this, okay, we have home, order, transaction, and products. So here is done, right? See, we get this boom, unless it close. So now the next ones are gonna be like what we have this thing here: home, user, products, like this. Okay, etc. So I will design those one also inside the navigation bar. Come here. Okay, we have the list here, and here I'm gonna say here gonna be the user, and the name also gonna be users, and the next one by what? The next one is what? Products. So first here products. Products, what you say? Box, and then first here is a product. And the next one is what? The next one is the cashier. So I'm gonna say here desktop, and then maybe cashier. So come back here and try to refresh and see what will happen. We have this. We have the user and we have the product. Oops. I do forget to add something. We get user and the cashier. Let's make it laptop. I don't know where laptop. Hopefully it will bring an icon. Okay, we have it. So now, okay. So what's the next one here? Let's copy this and paste it down. Okay, we have the cashier and what again? The cashier we have report, transaction, supplier, and other stuff. So here, the cashier we get report. Report gonna be 5. And transaction also transaction reports gonna be 5. Transaction gonna be money that bill. And what next? The next one is the supplier. So gonna be, let's make it chat. Gonna be suppliers. We're gonna be chat. I don't know whether the stuff will come or not. Okay, we have all these things here. All is looking good, right? And we have the sidebar, and we have this, right? So in the next one is what? After we have customer and incomes. So first, okay, SD get customers. It is gonna be user group. Seems like user group, and then the income is gonna be what? I just leave this chat there. Okay. For a moment, I will find a good icon. From here, refresh page. Okay, the user group doesn't work for me. Okay, let's take the users group. If it doesn't work for me, okay, see, let's make it users. Okay, users hopefully that's what it work. Okay, we have the users, we have this one, suppliers. Okay, so now the next one is let's make this card to be look like this. Now, after I will make this chat for you guys, I will make this chat. But let's first create these main sections for now. Okay, and then go back here. Now this card here is the home, which we have inside the home here. So I will come back inside the home here. Inside the home here we have the cards. Okay, here is the card with the card body. So I don't need. I will take off this thing for now later because I don't need this. And inside this card here, if I center, I will remove this one. I don't need it. So I will pass the container to it so that it can be full container. And what we're gonna do here now? Inside this card, we have the card 8, right? So I'm gonna make it 9, and then I make another card as well here. Down here, this card gonna be what 3. Yeah. So we have the card 9 and card 3 here. So it's gonna look like this. Let's go to this side here. Refresh. Okay. Now we have this one. Like we have this. Okay, we have this. So here is the cut header. The cut head here. We remove this and I put here marquee. So the marquee will be something like this. So you can say welcome to Laravel Pos Management System. Okay, and I will change this header to H4. It's better so that we can have the design, right? So we have this H4, and then the background color gonna be what? Let's make it just div style here. It's a background color. Background gonna be 00 this. No, 008B 8B. So we have this color, and the font color will be what? The color gonna be white. Okay. Save this and refresh the page. We have this. Boom. Okay. So I will stop here for now. In the next video. So stay tuned. If you have any comment or questions, you can ask in this comment section, and I will get back to you guys as soon as possible. So see you guys later. Thank you.